going on, world? DS1 Ross, and we back here on Sheep Stay Sleep TV. Shout out to everyone who support the platform. Much love, much love. If y'all are here and y'all can hear me clearly, please drop a one in the chat. Please drop a one in the chat. Drop a one in the chat. Let me know if y'all can hear me clearly. Drop a one in the chat. Let me know if y'all can hear me clearly. Can y'all hear me out there? Let me know if y'all can hear me out there, y'all. Y'all let me know if y'all can hear me clearly so we can get right into it. Okay. Shout out to everyone. Shout out to everyone. I'm glad you guys can hear me. I'm glad you guys can hear me. And of course, we are back right here on Sheep Stay Sleep TV. I'm your host, DS1 Ross. Of course, make sure if you are in the building and you if you missed earlier show, make sure y'all go and check out the show earlier. Make sure y'all go and check out earlier show because we're going to get into it. We're going to get into it, y'all. We're going to get into it. I know it's been a minute. I know I've been gone for a while, but we're going to get into it, y'all. Y'all know how we do. So salute to everyone. Salute to everyone. Shout out to y'all. Salute to all of my lovely lady mods that's in the building. Salute to all of my lovely lady mods that's in the building. Let me shout everyone out and then we're going to get into it. But I need you guys to support the show. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you hit the links that's in the chat. The Cash App is going across the top of your screen. Make sure you support today's show. The Venmo is open as well. It's at Sheep Stay Sleep TV, at Sheep Stay Sleep TV on Venmo. Make sure y'all support the show, y'all. Make sure y'all support the show. It is very much appreciated. It is very much appreciated. Shout out to Sin in the building. Hey, Sin, welcome back to you. Welcome back. Welcome back, Scorpio. Great to see you. Great to see you. Shout out to Bob in the building. What up, Bob? Art of War in the building. Salute. Hey, Miss Classy Creole. Shout out to you. Great to see you in the building this afternoon. One of my lovely lady moms that always come through and hold it down. Thank you so much. We are 3 for 3. 3 for 3 in the building today. Shout out to y'all ladies. I appreciate y'all. What up, Raj? Shout out to my man Raj in the building. Appreciate your support, Raj. Salute to you. Hey, Mashonda, good to see you. Good to see you. Welcome back. Welcome back. Tell them again, Scorpio 2025, the year to rock with the winners. Shout out to you, Scorpio. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Let's see who else is up in the building before we get into it, because we're going to get into it. Bob says it's definitely the time to get serious about life. No more BSing around and thinking about nonsense. If your life is screwed up, you have work to do. Facts, Bob. Salute to you, bro. Shout out to Junior Mafia in the building. Yes, sir. We back. We are back. Shout out to Cuzzo on a pull up. Salute to Heel Zen in the building. We're back. We definitely have to talk about this today. What's up, Hassan Tahir? Salute. Hey, Miss Gigi, how you doing? Hey, Key to T, welcome back to you. Great to see you in the building. right? Shout out to Ms. L'Oreal in the building. Great to see you, Ms. L'Oreal. Another one of my lovely lady mods that always come through and hold it down. Thank y'all so much. I appreciate y'all. Shout out to all the lovely lady mods that's in the building today. Y'all see the show? Y'all see the show? Trump takes on China in the epic tariff war. The color green. What's up, color green? The epic tariff war. Now, I know a lot of y'all been afraid of this. Y'all been afraid. Oh, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? If 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 China if China imposes all of these taxes on us, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? You know, everybody's been worrying about these tariffs. And a lot of y'all have been telling me, oh, DS1, the tariff stuff is going to fall back on us. You know, everything's going to fall back on us. You know, we're going to have to pay for it. Things of that nature, right? And I constantly tried to tell y'all Trump is going to work this stuff out. I told y'all this. Little do y'all know, Trump was going to work this stuff out because there was a method to his madness. I kept telling y'all this as well, that there was a method to his madness. Right? And a lot of y'all still was saying, oh, but you don't know DS1. But here it is. Now we're in the middle of a tariff war. And who do we see backing down? Now that we're in the middle of this tariff war, who do we see backing down? We don't see America backing down. We don't see Trump scrambling and scraping around. We don't see Trump backtracking on anything he said. You know who we see acquiescing? Do we know who we hear have a problem with this tariff stuff? China. As I told y'all in the beginning, I told y'all. Now, today, I want to give y'all some background on why Trump is really imposing these tariffs, these taxes. I'm going to show y'all. I'm going to show y'all today. But make sure y'all support the show, y'all. The color green says China is no joke. Trump has caused chaos in this country. You just in here sounding crazy, man. You sound crazy. See, what a lot of y'all probably didn't know, right? Probably a lot of y'all probably didn't know that there's a reason, a real reason, and a strategic reason on why he's imposing these high taxes on China. Again, whether y'all know this or not, there's a real reason behind this. There's a method to his madness. Right? But before we get into that, right? Before we get into that, shout out to Elisino in the building. Salute, champion. Salute. Good to see you, man. Let's get a little, let's give a little background. Let's give a little background. So let me share my screen. What's up, JD? Shout out to JD 1975 in the building. Salute my brother. Appreciate the support. Let me share my screen. Because see, some of y'all just like to run off with your feelings and you don't like to understand what's actually going on here. What is Trump ushering in? Great question, L'Oreal. Great question. Here's an article. What does the U.S. export to China? Here are the top 10 products affected by tariffs. Let's have a real conversation now. As a part of a sweeping global tariff plan, President Donald Trump sets tariffs at 104% on Chinese goods. 104%. A move that went into effect on April 9th. Hours after the tariffs were put into action, China announced it will raise its retaliatory tariffs from 34% to 84% on American products. Then midday on April 9th, Trump dropped all country-specific tariffs to 10%, but increased tariffs on China to 125%. See, he's specifically targeting China for a reason, y'all. And y'all are going to find out by the end of this show. Shout out to Let Me Put the Tipping in the building. Salute, Brody. Salute. Shout out to my guy, GQ. Salute, bro. Appreciate your support as always, man. You always coming through and dropping a super chat. Shout out to my guy, GQ. Salute the Flatbush in the building. Brooklyn always showing their support, man. Appreciate my guy, GQ. Super chat is open, y'all. Y'all make sure y'all support the show. Make sure y'all double tap and hit that like button if you are here through the vertical feed. Okay? China is consistently one of the top suppliers of goods to the U.S. In 2024, the U.S. imported $438 billion worth of goods from China and exported $144 billion, according to the Office of U.S. Trade Representative. Here's a list of the large imports and exports between the world's two largest economies. What does the U.S. export to China? Here's what we export to China. The U.S. exported $144 billion worth of products to China in 2024. According to the Office of the U.S. Trade Representative, of that $144 billion, $125 billion was products grown, produced, or manufactured in the U.S. The rest being foreign goods re-exported to China. Listen to that, y'all. Out of the $144 billion worth of products we exported to China, $125 billion worth of those products were grown, produced, and manufactured right here in the United States. So all of this conversation about how much we need China, I need y'all to do some more fact checking. I need y'all to check y'all facts. If y'all think America doesn't have its own manufacturing, if you think we don't have enough farms to grow our own food, you're losing your mind. If you think we don't have enough gas, enough oil, you lost your mind. If you think we can't produce the same products that we get from China right here in America at a better quality, you done lost your mind. Shout out to the underrated one in the building. Salute, my brother. Salute. China trying to expose everything now to the U.S. citizens. Fake bags and drip phones and products. Oh, yeah. Oh, we going to, hey, GQ. I'm going to do a whole nother show about that. I'm going to do a whole nother show about that, bro. You see? So, to all you people who think we need China for something, there's the proof that the things we export to China, we make right here in America. The majority of the stuff is grown, produced, and manufactured right here in America. The same things that we ship to China is made right here in America. So do you think we can't make the same shit that they sent us? Let's use our common sense here. Let's use our common sense here. You really think we can't do this? Come on now. Let's get back to the article. These are the top 10 types of products the U.S. exported to China. The Arizona Republic calculated the list using domestically produced export data from the U.S. International Trade Commission. So this is where this information is coming from. Mineral fuel and oil, $13.38 billion, 11% of total exports to China. Grains, seeds, and fruits, 13.35 billion. Electrical machinery and TV parts, $11.49 billion. This is the stuff that we send to China. That's what export means. What goes out. This is what we send to China. This is all the stuff that we make right here in America. But you think we need China to make an iPad? Nuclear reactor parts and mechanical appliances, 10.47 billion. Aircraft parts, 10.2 billion. Optical and photographic parts, 8.92 billion. By the way, this article came out April 9th, 2025. So y'all don't say, oh, he's reading an old article. April 9th, 2025. Okay. Plastics, 7.17 billion. Vehicle parts and accessories. You know, the things, these are the things that y'all say we need from China. 6.14 billion. This is vehicle parts and accessories. Pharmaceutical products, 4.99 billion. Organic chemicals, 3.88 billion. This is what we send to China. This is what we send to China. And all of these things, okay. So we're going to get you on up out of here. Okay? See you later. See you later. Because you just want to come in here and disrupt the conversation. If you think that's fake news, goodbye. Have a good day, champ. Have a good day. And mind you, these are things that are grown, manufactured, and produced right here in America. Right here in America. Okay? That's what we sent to China. 2024. Now, 10 products the US exported to China in 2024. Look, here's the graph. It's right in front of y'all. You know, people who don't read love to say something is fake news. People who don't even read like that. People who only watch videos and don't read. The Arizona Republic. This is reputable sources, man. Look at this. It's right here in our face. It's right here in our face. Out of the 125 billion worth of products produced in the United States and exported to China, these are the top 10. Mineral fuel and oil, seeds and fruits. We say we don't grow our own fruit, though. If we don't grow our own fruit, how the hell we sending fruit to China? Oh, we don't grow our own fruit, DS1. You don't know what you're talking about. Grain, seeds, and fruits, electrical machinery and TV parts, but we get all our electrical stuff from China. Oh, we don't make our own TVs. We don't make our own TV parts. We just get everything from China. This is what people will tell you on their show. This is what they'll just tell you. They're not going to go and read the articles. They're just going to show you videos of people giving you their opinion. You see? What does the U.S. import from China? See, first, we talked about what we export to China. Now, they're going to tell us what we exactly import from China. See, everybody want to have the tariff conversation, but they're having a disingenuous conversation. And this is what a lot of people like to do today and call it content. They like to come up here and be an emotional mess and tell you that they're giving you content. No, you just giving me your opinion. And your opinion is only a small part of the content. Your opinion should actually fall in the category of entertainment when it comes to your content. But you're supposed to give us facts. You're supposed to give us truth. You're supposed to give us information. You're not just supposed to get up here and give us a shit show. Come up here, look cute on camera, and be funny. That's not content, bro. I need y'all to understand what content is, because a lot of y'all not going to exist soon because of what you think content is. YouTube is going to let you know that that's not content. You getting up here playing a gender war, you getting up here playing the race game, that's not content. That's satire. That's buffoonery. And YouTube is going to start getting rid of y'all. They're going to start getting rid of y'all. You anti-Trump channels, They're going to get rid of y'all. You see? There's a new regime in town. And they don't want their children sitting on the internet all day listening to a bunch of goddamn buffoons who don't have no job to go to, so they get on the internet and act stupid for the day. And then tell you hit the Cash App because they done got up there and was acting stupid all day. And tell you to pay them for their time. But they didn't give you no information. They didn't give you no truth. They didn't give you no nothing. This is why people don't like Sheep Stay Sleep TV. Because I'm not a big ass clown. You see? I'm not getting up here shucking and jiving. That's what y'all want. You want me to get up here, act gangster, act tough. See, all that stuff is getting ready to be null and void in a minute. I'm just let you know that. Hey, Queena. Shout out to Miss Country Girl Queen in the building. Another one of my lovely lady mods that always come through and hold it down. Hey, Queena. Good to see you. Good to see you. I appreciate you. What up, Johnny 5? Welcome back. I think they should ban TikTok, and if not permanently, but for children. I think they should ban a lot of things, Johnny 5. Let's get back to this. Now, let's see what we import, what China imports to us. In 2024, the U.S. imported $438 billion worth of goods from China, according to Office of the U.S. Trade Representative. These are the top 10 types of products the U.S. imported from China. Electrical machinery and TV parts, nuclear reactor parts and mechanical appliances, toys, games, and sports equipment, plastics, furniture, lamps, and prefabricated buildings, vehicles, iron and steel, optical and photographic parts, clothing, shoes. So, other than toys, games, and sports equipment, lamps, and furniture, and vehicles, and clothing and shoes, the same shit they send to us, we send to them. Hold. Wait a minute. I thought we sent them TV parts. So we send them TV parts and they send us TV parts. But we need them. But they don't need us. I'm trying to understand y'all logic that y'all put out here as content on y'all shows. See, what I'm realizing is it's a bunch of sensationalism. It's a bunch of sensationalism. The same shit that you say we desperately need from China, we send to them. What are y'all talking about? What y'all talking about? Y'all keep saying we need China. How? How do we need China when the same things they send us, we send to them? All we have to do is buy American. Thank you, Classy Creole. We don't have to buy a Japanese, a Chinese car. And then I just read off the export list and the import list. And for the most part, besides shoes and clothes, we pretty much send them the same things that they send us. This is why China is now backing down and they're acquiescing. Because they need us more than we need them. You see? They need us more than we need them. And shout out to my man GQ, because GQ brought this up earlier in the chat. What did China just expose? China just exposed that all the clothes that Americans like to wear, all of this high fashion, is all bullshit. This is part of the clothes and the shoes that they import. It's all cheap garbage. It's all cheap garbage. Ladies, and I'm gonna talk to some of the fellas because I'm almost there, y'all. I'm almost at the size where I could shop at Shein for men. Fashion Nova for men. Yeah, I'm almost there. Because that's all the majority of the shit that Americans buy. Shein, Fashion Nova, Temu. We don't have to buy none of that shit. Oh, look, see, look at black folk. Don't come for Shein. Why not? Guess where it's made at? Xinjiang, China. Taylor. That's why it's called Shein. Shein is actually the abbreviation of the country that it comes from. Xinjiang. Your clothes come from Xinjiang, China. That's why it's called Shein. Don't be mad at me. Don't be mad at me. Mrs. Fashion Nova. They're the ones that came out and exposed everything. So this is what we need China for. Fake drip. You niggas want to wear a Mary that bad. Huh? Do your wife still need a Louis bag? None of that shit comes from Italy. Baby girl. See, we're going to do a whole nother show about that tomorrow. Tomorrow's show will be called, Is the Trump administration what Black Americans needed? Y'all gonna be pissed tomorrow. Y'all really gonna be mad tomorrow. Is the Trump administration what the Black American community needed? I'm not a broke ass nigga because I can't buy you a fake bag. Yeah, we're going to get into that tomorrow, Classic Creole. Tomorrow, they're going to be mad. Tomorrow, some of y'all might hate me after tomorrow. Oh, yeah. Oh, we're going to cook tomorrow with hot olive oil. We're going to cook tomorrow with hot olive oil, Bob. Tomorrow, it's going to be a whole separate show for this. We cooking with hot olive oil tomorrow. So I'm letting you know, if you got sore feelings, don't type in the chat tomorrow. If your feelings might get hurt, don't type in the chat tomorrow. Okay? Okay. With fresh avocado oil. Yes. Yes. We are frying chicken and avocado oil tomorrow. Yes. Me too. I love some hot olive oil. I love it. Keita T, I'm letting you know. I'm letting you know, Keita T. I think you can handle it though, Keita T. Shout out to my man Jay Smart. Jay Smart says, explain why the Lower East Side is full of bootleg. Hey, Jay Smart. We gonna get into that tomorrow, bro. All of that will be explained on tomorrow's show. Because tomorrow it's it's gonna get ugly tomorrow. Oh, it's gonna get ugly tomorrow. Yeah, yep. I'm gonna be screaming at y'all tomorrow and everything. Yep. 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 I'm screaming at everybody tomorrow. Facts. I'm screaming at everybody tomorrow. I'm screaming at everybody tomorrow. Everybody. You're getting balked on if you type the wrong thing. See? But I just wanted to pull that article up to give y'all a foundation about this tariff conversation. Because a lot of people don't even know what a tariff is. A lot of people don't even know tariff is just another word for tax. A lot of people don't know that, though. A lot of people don't even know what goods are being taxed. A lot of people don't know what we get from China. A lot of people don't know what we send to China. Just like a lot of y'all didn't know that your Chanel bag came from Xinjiang, China. And you went to the Chanel store with the Chanel. We gonna start a new trend. What's homeboy named Huncho? What the helly? We gonna start a new trend. What the Chanel? What the Chanel? What the Chanel? Y'all gonna be sick. Y'all gonna hate me tomorrow. What the Chanel? 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 What is that? That's a Chanel bag? Oh, yeah. What? I got this from the store. I went to Greenbrier Mall. Oh, word. What the Chanel? Do you know your bag didn't come from Italy, shorty? While you walking around here thinking you the shit. They made your bag in the alleyway in Asia. How you feel now? Or y'all gonna hate me tomorrow. Y'all gonna hate me tomorrow. Hey, Miss Camille, good to see you, love. Good to see you. Great to see you back. Another one of my lovely lady mods in the building today. Great to see you. I appreciate you. What up, Tizzle? Shout out to Tizzle Tay in the building. How you doing, Tizzle? Shout out to Country Girl Queena. Appreciate you. My lovely lady mod, I appreciate you. She says, let me go ahead and put my donation in early. Shout out to you, Country Girl Queen. I appreciate that super chat. Much love. But I definitely want y'all to understand just the basis of this tariff conversation. What is a tariff? What are the goods that are actually being traded? Right? What's really going on? Because see, now I'm getting ready to break down the background behind why Trump is really imposing these extra taxes. Number one, right? Number one, we don't need all that bullshit here no more. Okay? We don't. But here's the number one reason why. Here's the number one reason why. I'm getting ready to show y'all. And y'all probably gonna be shocked. But here's the real reason why. Here we go. See this is what they're not gonna tell you on other channels when they talk about these tariffs. See, they're not gonna tell you this. They're not gonna tell you this. Look at this. 2 weeks ago, are China, Canada, and Mexico really to blame for what? Fentanyl. What the hell? What the Chanel? Oh, see, you ain't gonna hear that on no other channel. You gotta come to Sheep Stay Sleep TV. Support the show. Make sure you hit that like button, y'all. You only gonna hear this on Sheep Stay Sleep TV. See, this is the method behind Trump's madness with these tariffs. See, you see, Mexico already done got on board with Trump and the war on fentanyl. That's why he done lowered their tariffs. And he done jacked China's up to 125. 125%. Here's why. Let's read the article. Here's why. You see why Canada was thrown in it? Because Canada was playing with that fentanyl. Did you know that? Did you know that? I need to slow down. I need to see, they ain't know this. They ain't know this part. Only on tell them again, Scorpio. Only on a visionary show. Yeah, there you go, sis. There you go, L'Oreal. Now you wonder why Mexico's so quiet? Because they done got on board. The Mexican government, they're already over there waging war on the cartels. People getting locked up. They knocking down cartel members every day. Mexico done got on board. Because, see, Mexico got quiet, sis, because the Mexicans get the fentanyl from China. Where y'all think fentanyl come from? Do y'all know fentanyl is it's a medicinal type of drug. It come from China. You see why Trump wasn't playing with Canada? You see why Trump wasn't playing with Mexico? You see why? See, this the real reason why. This the real reason why. They was helping China wage a goddamn war on the American people. Hold on. So y'all forgot where the Wuhan virus came from? C-19 over in Asia is called the Wuhan virus. Go and look up how the Wuhan virus got let out on the Asian people. And they patented it before it got to America and was called C-19. It's the Wuhan virus. Look this stuff up. This is called biochemical warfare. They tried it with C-19 first. The Wuhan virus. To wipe people out here in America. Y'all don't know warfare. This is why y'all like to argue about black and white. This is why y'all like to argue about man and woman. Y'all don't know warfare. That's biochemical warfare. We're gonna send a plague. COVID was a plague. You know how many people died during COVID? That was a plague. That was a modern day plague that will go down in history. Modern day plague. C-19. That was a modern day plague. What do you think fentanyl is? They doing it with fentanyl. Y'all still want to argue about black and white. See this? See, these foreign countries know that the majority of Americans are asleep. And all they worried about is racism and sexism. So they ain't worried about they goddamn marijuana packages being spiked. And your little nephew could be smoking fentanyl and die in the backyard. You don't know how many kids died, thought he was eating Flintstone vitamins? It was fentanyl in it. Gummies, fentanyl in it. This stuff comes from China. Along with the clothes. Shein, Temu, Fashion Nova. See, let's get to the article now. Yeah, we here now. We here now. Are China, Canada, and Mexico really to blame for fentanyl? Over the past decade, the synthetic drug fentanyl has devastated the United States, killing more than 250,000 Americans. Do y'all hear that shit? That's a plague. 200. Look how many people it done killed. 250,000 Americans. 250,000 people. 250,000 people. That's a plague. That is a plague. That killed more people than COVID. 250,000 people? Do you know that there's cities in America that don't have 250,000 people in it? Do you know that there's cities that don't have 250,000 people? 250,000 people, y'all. Do you know how many people that is? Or do y'all still think this is a game? This shit is like the crack epidemic. 250,000 Americans. This shit ain't even been around as long as crack. It done killed 250,000 people. And this shit coming from China. It's coming from China. This is what I'm talking about, sis. This is sick. And we got people who, y'all people are crazy, man. Y'all don't even have enough information to know what's going on in your country to be against your goddamn country. If you are against your country at this time in life, you a goddamn fool. You a fool. You a fool. You don't know what's really going on, man. You don't know what's really going on. Over the past decade, listen, 10 years, it's 2025. So we talking about from 2015, y'all. Y'all, we talk about from 2015. A decade is 10 years. This drug done killed 250,000 people in 10 years. That's worse than the crack and the dope epidemic. That's worse than the dope epidemic in the 70s and worse than the crack epidemic in the 80s. 250,000 people in 10 years? Y'all, let me refresh our memory, because some of y'all may say, DS1, 10 years is a long time. You forgot we was just in the house for 5 years for COVID. You forgot? We was just in the house for 5 years. See, some of y'all don't even realize you was in the house for 5 goddamn years. You know why you don't realize it? Because you was on Facebook partying, smoking hookah. We had the online DJs having parties. People's having birthday parties online. Doing mukbangs, eating crabs. We forgot we were sitting in a goddamn house for 5 years. For 5 years, we had limited interaction with other people. For 5 years. The fentanyl epidemic has only been going on for 10 years in this country. You see how much y'all don't pay attention? But this is why you're tuned in to Sheep Stay Sleep TV. You see how much y'all don't pay attention to what's going on in y'all life? Y'all don't even realize we was in the house for 5 goddamn years. We was in the goddamn house basically from 2019 to 2024. Damn near. We don't even realize that. And in 10 years, this drug has killed 250,000 Americans. Did y'all hear what I just said? Let me give you some more proof. Shout out to my brother Big Dice in the building. What up, Dice? Shout out to Team Guardian. Appreciate your support, bro. Let me give y'all some more background. Who remembers the people that was dying during COVID from drug overdoses? Who remembers my homeboy? Shout out to Brooke. Shout out to Flatbush. Shout out to Bed-Stuy. Who remembers Michael K. Williams? Omar from The Wire. Who remembers Michael K. Williams? Rest in peace to Michael K. Williams. What up, Larry Vaughn? Salute my brother. Thank you, Johnny Five. 250,000 dead in 10 years is insane. Who remembers Michael K. Williams? Remember when Michael K. Williams and a few other Hollywood people died over drug overdoses? When the autopsy came back, guess what they found? Fentanyl! Remember, Michael K. Williams died at the beginning of the pandemic. Remember those other actors that OD'd because they all was getting high together? Remember, I did a show about this. The black guy died. One of the white girls died. And then the other, it was another white actress and another white actor who OD'd, but they was able to save them. They all was sniffing the same bag. Fentanyl. See, they didn't tell us at this time. It all was fentanyl. When they did the autopsy report, fentanyl. And the actual dealer who sold Michael K. Williams the drugs that killed him also served that same Hollywood group that OD'd, where 2 out of the 4 died. They locked his ass up. He's in jail. Yes, he's in jail for killing them Hollywood actors with fentanyl. Thank you, Taylor. Mac Miller. Fentanyl. Fentanyl. What's up? Basically mixed race. He says, damn, Sheep Stay. I remember when you came on YouTube like 8 years ago, I think. Yeah, man. I remember you. Mixed race. I remember. I forgot your old name, but shout out to you, man. I appreciate you, man. Long way, man. We came a long way. Yeah, absolutely. 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 Cuzzo says 250,000 deaths and still counting. Exactly, Cuzzo. Exactly. And still counting. And still counting. Jonathan Miller says, who in jail? The dealer who sold Michael K. Williams those drugs that killed him, that unalived him. Also, that same dealer, he was a Hollywood drug dealer. He sold to a lot of actors and actresses. He also sold that same package to those group of actors and actresses. It was a group of 4 of them. 2 of them died. It was a black man and a white girl. They OD'd and died. And then the other 2 that OD'd, they was able to save them. I forgot their names, but I did a show on it. This was a couple of years ago, Jonathan Miller. But that dude is in jail. No doubt, no doubt. Salute. Salute. What's up, Dorillis? I appreciate you. Let's get back to the article, y'all. It says, over the past decade, the synthetic drug fentanyl has devastated the United States, killing more than a quarter of a million Americans, making it, according to some officials, the deadliest drug in U.S. history. The deadliest drug in U.S. history. So this is worse than crack, worse than coke, worse than dope, worse than mollies, worse than perks. The deadliest drug in U.S. history. And over the past 2 months, even amid signs that the fentanyl crisis is starting to wane, the drug has also taken on an unexpectedly prominent role in American national security and economic policy. Why is this? Because the drug is being trafficked. It's coming across the borders. That's why it's playing a role in national security and economic policy. Shout out to Tom Homan, our new border czar. What do you think they're over there doing? Shutting the cartels down so they can't bring fentanyl. The initial justification for the off-again, on-again tariffs on Canada and Mexico, as well as tariffs on China, which are in effect, cited what the White House said was these countries' failure. Listen, y'all, listen. Was these countries' failure at stopping poisonous fentanyl and other drugs from flowing into our country. President Donald Trump agreed to delay the tariffs on Mexico and Canada after they promised, listen, this is why what's homeboy up to Trudeau, the boy from up there in Canada, that's why he done shut up. Because look what happened, y'all. President Donald Trump agreed to delay the tariffs on Mexico and Canada after they promised steps to address the crisis. But they are once again scheduled to take effect this week. The administration is also reportedly preparing an executive order that would designate fentanyl as a weapon of mass destruction. Didn't I tell y'all this is biochemical warfare? Didn't I tell y'all this? This is biochemical warfare. Man, y'all better wake up, man. What's up, Diamond Rose? How you doing? Good to see you. Wow. My condolences. My condolences. My condolences, Diamond J. Rose. Shout out to my God, Third Ward in the building. Salute. Salute, Brody. Taylor says, it's sad to see these people out here. They be walking in the incoming traffic, high out of their mind. Exactly. Exactly. It's disgusting. We should not be seeing this on American streets, man, especially in 2025. Shout out to my man, Rick's Mace in the building. Appreciate you, bro. He says, big up, man. See you later. Appreciate you, bro. Shout out to you. Salute. You always welcome over here, bro. No problem. No problem, Diamond. No problem. Let's get back to it. But wait. I want y'all to understand this point. So if you wonder why he turned down the tariffs on Canada and Mexico, it's because they have decided to fight the war on fentanyl coming into America. They are no longer allied with China to bring the fentanyl here. And how were these countries allied with China? through organized crime, the cartels. Through the cartels. Through the cartels. That's how China was able to get the fentanyl into America. Through the cartels. Through the cartels. Through the cartels. And now that Canada and Mexico has decided to step up and to fight the cartels in their country, Trump said, okay, we'll bring down the tariffs. We won't tax you. See, this was all a plan by Trump and his administration. This was all a diabolical plan by Trump. This is why I told y'all, chill, y'all. Trump has a method to his madness. Chill, y'all. Trump has a method to his madness. Now look at what we finding out. Now look at what we are finding out. Look at what we're finding out now. Look at what we're finding out now. Anybody that's coming in the chat and just talking stupid and trying to derail the conversation, give them a nice Uber. Give them a nice Uber. L'Oreal says, yo, Trump ain't slick. See? But see, sis, as Americans, if we stop being so reactionary and stop being so moved so easily by every little thing, right? Let it be known, sis. Let it be known. As the head love lady mod, block on sight. Thank you for keeping order. I appreciate that, sis. See, if we learn to get out our feelings and stop thinking everything is black and white, everything is just man and woman, then maybe we can understand what's really going on. Shout out to my man MR in the building. What up, MR? Salute, fam. He says Trump on that get back for the investigation they did to him. Oh, he's on a lot of get back, MR. He's on a lot of get back. Oh, I believe he's on a lot of get back. Definitely. Definitely. Diamond says the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through God through the pulling down of strongholds. Pull them down with your message. Amen. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. In Jesus' name. Yes, ma'am. Johnny 5 says, my biggest concern and wondering why Chinese government owns a bunch of our farmlands, especially around our military bases. We are not taking that land back from them. You don't think so? You don't think we can? I'm gonna look into that, Johnny 5. I'm gonna look into that. Jay Smart says the U.S. Council on Foreign Relations is a cartel. The CFR? The CFR? You said Trump is on a revenge tour? Stephen Renner says, I hope he can get drug flows to slow down. But as we can see with the war on drugs, if there's a demand, if there will be a supply, if there's a demand, there will be a supply. Yeah, she bought that word. Yeah, she bought that word, Emma. She always do. Shout out to Diamond J. Rose. She always do. She always do. Johnny Five says America needs to go back to being the bully of the world again. A lot of our problems started when our government started using kid gloves on the rest of. I agree with that, Johnny Five. And I said that. That is one of the reasons why I agree with the Trump administration. But as far as being a bully, I don't know about being a bully. I don't know about being a bully, Johnny Five, because most bullies are bums. We don't have to be bullies. I don't even think Trump is a bully. But Trump is exercising his power to its fullest extent. But I don't think we should go back to being bullies. No. I don't think we should do that, Johnny Five. No. But should we stand on business? Hell yeah. I don't know about being bullies, though. Nah, I don't believe in that. Excuse me. The administration is also reportedly preparing an executive order that will designate fentanyl as a weapon of mass destruction, potentially paving the way for military action against drug cartels in Mexico. Didn't I tell y'all this? Trump talked repeatedly about the possibility of using military force on Mexican soil during his campaign and has already designated several cartels as foreign terrorist organizations. In recent congressional testimony, Director of National Intelligence Tulsi Gabbard cited fentanyl as a top threat to national security. Telling you they're not playing, y'all. All that gangster. I got the plug. I'm running off on the plug. Ain't no plugs, y'all. Plug talk. When to see my plug walk. Yeah, all right. Okay. Your drug dealer, street dreams. I know y'all been listening to Nas a lot. Street dreams are made up these. Y'all better get off that dumb shit. Y'all better grow up. Whether or not threatening tariffs, the military action will eventually stop fentanyl from entering the United States. Trump is correct about one thing. Fentanyl is a global issue, and it takes a complex global shadow economy involving labs in China. Listen, y'all, a global shadow economy, aka a black market. Between who? China and the cartels. And the cartels where? In Mexico, to get these deadly chemicals onto U.S. streets. Didn't I tell y'all this? Didn't I tell y'all this? He made the fentanyl epidemic a major issue during his campaign. And anecdotally, at least, his tough message seems to have resonated with families and communities affected by the drug. But now that he's in office, critics says his policies are unlikely to keep Americans from dying from fentanyl use. In some cases, may be counterproductive, and that fentanyl is being used as a cover to provide a security rationale for Trump's trade and immigration policies. Of course. Look at this, y'all. The fentanyl crisis briefly explained. Stop 1, China. Stop 2, Mexico. What about Canada? Look, this is all in the article. This is all in the article, y'all. I'm going to leave the link to the article down in the description box. Y'all see this? I'm going to leave that link right down in the description box. So y'all can go and read the whole article for yourselves. See, this stuff is not a game, man. This is why Trump was ready to take China to war. And this has nothing to do with him personally. This is about the American people. This is about the American people. You see? So when I say shout out to the Trump administration, I say shout out to the Trump administration because they actually care about the American people. They care about our children getting their hands on this dangerous chemical that can be put into absolutely anything. You can put fentanyl in anything, y'all. You can put fentanyl in liquid. You could put fentanyl on anything, and it's that deadly. You have police officers who have died just by popping the trunk of a car and the dust, them inhaling the dust. I did a show not too long ago when I was talking about the black woman who was running a daycare center who just got arrested because a baby died in her daycare center in his sleep because she was hiding bricks of fentanyl. She was hiding bricks of cocaine in her daycare, thinking she Tasha St. Patrick and killed the baby. This is a chemical, a dangerous chemical. Listen, remember when we first started talking about this fentanyl, I told y'all that fentanyl is the new cutting agent. This is what they're using fentanyl to cut your cocaine. So a lot of your crack smokers, they're addicted to fentanyl. Because in order to stretch the cocaine now, they're not using baking soda no more. They're not just using baking soda. They're using fentanyl. You can stretch your cocaine and it's still powerful when you use that fentanyl. They're using horse tranquilizer to cut the heroin and the dope. What do you think? Why do you think people dying off the fake Percocets? Because the fake perks is nothing but pressed up fentanyl. These are fentanyl pills. Who just died from a fentanyl pill overdose? Rest in peace to Rich Homie Quan. What do you think Rich Homie just died from? What do you think the young brother from YSL? What was his name? What was his name, y'all? Put it in the chat. The young boy from YSL that died. He died from a pill overdose. Fentanyl, fake pills, fake perks, fake Xans, fake E-pills. These are fentanyl pills, y'all. These are the Fetty pills, synthetic drugs. Tell them again, Sin. What's up, Spartacus? Salute. Thanks, Frank. Thanks, I appreciate that. Right. Third, I forgot about Gangsta Boo. Third Ward says, rest in peace to Memphis female rapper Gangsta Boo. Word on the street is she bought a bad batch of cocaine that was laced with fentanyl. Shout out to my man Third for that. I forgot. Yeah, Little Key. That was his name. Facts, L'Oreal. Lil Key. Lil Key. Fentanyl. Rich homie Quan. Fentanyl. Tell him again, Bob. Fake bags, fake shoes, fake drugs, and fake news. See why Donald Trump said we bringing back common sense? Most people not even thinking in reality, Bob, because their life is consumed with fake bags, fake shoes, fake drugs, and fake news. All they know is who dissing who pulled up on who spent the block on who. That's a bunch of fake news, because that's a fake world that is being destroyed by the Trump administration. And we're going to talk about this more tomorrow. Diamond says, I hope you say that word again, brother. You said something diabolical warfare or something pertaining to the drug. You said it about 10 minutes ago. Oh, biochemical warfare. Biochemical warfare, Diamond. When they use drugs. When they use drugs and chemicals, that's biochemical. Biochemical warfare. Shout out to my man Jay Loves Fashion. Fake rappers too. We're going to talk about all that tomorrow. I need to do a whole separate show on that. Whole separate show. Frank says, I OD'd 3 times. I was a bad addict for 25 years. But you are absolutely right. It's the new cut. They putting it in everything. Hey, Frank. Thank God, man, you still here, brother. Great to see you, man. Thank God you still here, bro. D. Brown says, my uncle died from cane laced with fentanyl. Man, my condolences, D. Brown. They also used to use baby laxative to step on cocaine. Facts. Absolutely. Absolutely, Johnny Five. But see, I had to do this show today, and I had this show scheduled to do today because I wanted y'all to find out what's actually going on in this tariff war and what this tariff war is really about. What's really behind these tariffs? What's the real reason for them? Because guess what, y'all? A lot of the stuff that we consume on a daily basis, it can be grown, produced, and manufactured right here in America. We don't have no problem with that. Now the question is, and shout out to my man Corey Love, because he asked his audience this: are we ready to buy all American again? Are you ready to buy all American again? That's the real question. You see? Shout out to Larry Vaughn. Appreciate you, my brother. Excuse me. Appreciate that super chat. He says, in the past month, it has been a historic number of a historic number of drug busts in my city, Grand Rapids, Michigan. All the drugs have been laced with fentanyl. Facts. Shout out to my brother Larry Vaughn. Grand Rapids, Michigan. Look, it's in Grand Rapids. God damn. it ain't just Detroit. it ain't just in Flint. It ain't just in Pontiac. It's in goddamn Grand Rapids. Woo. It's not a game out here, y'all. It's not a game. It's not a game, y'all. But I definitely wanted to bring y'all this conversation today so y'all can understand and so y'all can make some more sense of this stuff. A lot of people just gonna give you a salacious title, give you a cool thumbnail, and just and just TikTok video you to death and just satire you the whole show. They really ain't got nothing for you. They really don't care about the topic. And that's cool. That's cool because they're there for that reason. But when y'all want some information, when y'all want a full course meal, y'all come right here to Sheep Stay Sleep TV, man. I appreciate everyone for pulling up today. Thank you, L'Oreal. I appreciate you, sis. I appreciate that super chat. I appreciate all my lovely lady moms for coming through and holding it down today. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to y'all. I appreciate all the financial support. If you hit the super chat, I appreciate you. If you would like to financially support, you can hit me up on Cash App at DS100 Network. That's at DS100 Network on Cash App. Or you can hit me up on Venmo at Sheep Stay Sleep TV, at Sheep Stay Sleep TV on Venmo, at Sheep Stay Sleep TV on Venmo. So salute to everyone in the building. Once again, salute to my lovely lady mods for coming through and holding it down. Shout out to all the new supporters. If you are new here and you are enjoying this content, make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell so you're notified every time we drop some new content right here on Sheep Stay Sleep TV. We will be back tomorrow. We will be back tomorrow. We will continue this content. As I said, make sure y'all are back here tomorrow because we will be speaking on how the Trump administration may be the best administration for Black Americans. We're going to get into that tomorrow. Salute to everyone for coming through. Shout out to everyone who has supported today's show because most importantly, I appreciate y'all being here. I appreciate y'all being here and taking y'all time. All right. Thank you, Miss Diamond Rose. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. She says, preach. The most evil is no Diddy, abortions, weapons of mass destruction, and chemical drugs. Fake news, bars. Shout out to you, Miss Diamond J. Rose. Good to see you back. And I appreciate your support. I appreciate that super chat. Shout out to D Brown for the $5 super chat as well. Salute to everyone. Salute to everyone. Salute to everyone. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to y'all, man. I appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all are back here tomorrow, man, because we're going to continue this Trump administration conversation. But as y'all know over here, man, we like to make things real and reality based. Because if I'm not speaking y'all language, then I'm not saying nothing. That's just how I look at it. That's just how I look at it. That's like me walking into a predominantly Spanish speaking environment, speaking English and expecting people to understand me and expecting people to support my business. It's not going to happen. So just understand, I'm going to always speak for the people, y'all. I'm going to always speak for y'all. And I appreciate y'all support. Much love, man. Much love. Salute to everyone, man. Like I said, we will be back here tomorrow. Same time, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on Sheep Stay Sleep TV. Right here on Sheep Stay Sleep TV. If y'all missed earlier show, one of my lovely lady mods, can y'all do me a favor and please drop the link? Please drop the link to earlier show because a couple of people are saying that they missed the show earlier. Can one of my lovely lady mods please drop that link before we get up out of here? Oh, we already spoke about that multi-mix. We already spoke about that, man. We already spoke about that. Y'all, you can go back to my archives and go to my DS1 morning show playlist, and you could catch the Kendrick shows. Can one of my lovely lady mods please drop that link real quick before we get up out of here? Thank you so much, Cynical. Thank you so much. There's the link right there, y'all. If y'all missed earlier show, to some of y'all who said y'all missed earlier show, there's the link. Cynical dropped it. Make sure y'all click that link and watch earlier show after this show goes off. Shout out to y'all once again. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all. Salute, salute, salute. DS1 Ross, Sheep Stay Sleep TV, And I'm gonna catch y'all tomorrow. Peace.